evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. This will be the third arena since the Grand Tournament came out. I have a daily quest that'll work for any class, so I can pick whatever I want here. I'm gonna go for Shaman to see if Shamans have gotten any less bad. I really don't like them in Arena, but they do have some pretty cool stuff. Obviously, you're not gonna, necessarily see any of the new cards, but I figure I'd give him a shot. Alright, well, in the last run, Matter Bomber did work out pretty well, so we'll try him. Otherwise, old me would have taken the Kizan Mystic there for sure. This is junk. This is junk. I think of all these, this is, even though it's similar to the mechanic, I think of all these, this probably tends to be the least crappy card. So we'll take the Hunter, although I'm not that excited about any of those. Ancestral Knowledge. Well, it's a steep price. I really feel like this should only have Overload 1, but even at Overload 2, it's still very playable, so we'll take it. It'll be an endgame card drawing card. This thing, I don't really see it being all that great. I mean, it can be a 2/2 for 1 as long as you're committed to hero powering on turn 2. We'll take the Inventor, though. I think I would take it in general, but the Inventor is a card draw, and it's a decent 4-drop. Right, so this is a 2/1 for 1. It's sort of got the Injured Blade Master treatment. Now, you can get your healing totem out and heal it, but that's obviously very, speculative. We'll just take the removal card there. I don't like the Berserker, don't like the Rifleman, so we'll take the Dragonhawk Rider, though I don't think that's super great either. This is a great one! Let's see, Silence the Demon, yeah, this is a really cool card. Note that your totem does come out before the Inspire hits, so it's just, I mean, that can be a crazy card. It's a bit of an endgame card, but still. And a 3/6 for 5 is totally fine, so that's a great one. We got a Totem Golem here. I think I will try this. I mean, Overload 1 on a 2-mana minion is not the end of the world as long as you have another 2-mana minion to play the following turn. And the 3/4 on turn 2 is just ridiculous. Here, we'll take a Lightning Bolt. We got an Epic. Oh, man. So there's 2 new cards here. The Coda Rider obviously is just ridiculous, but Charged Hammer, I mean, that seems pretty cool. It does have some anti-synergy with things like the Thunderbluff Valiant. Oh, man, I really want to take this. This just seems like the more fun card, but I think Coda Rider's actually just better, so we'll take him instead. Maybe I'll regret it, though. We'll see. Ice Rager. Yeah, I'll sacrifice a power for some stealth. Thanks. That seems fine. Seems alright. Alright, Bloodlust. Good to have one in the deck. Is it worth passing up the Clockwork Knight? Do I have any mechs here? That's a totem. That's a beast. Yeah, we'll take the Bloodlust, although I think the Clockwork Knight is a really good card. Crackle or Fire Elemental? I just hate Crackle. I hate that Overload. I hate that if the thing has 4 or more health, a quarter of the time you're not going to kill it. It's just such an annoying card. I'm going to take the Elemental, which is guaranteed goodness. Ouch, this sucks. So the Booty Bay Bodyguard, of course, is terrible. War Golem, is okay, but I've got enough endgame stuff. These are things like this and the Coda Rider that are not where they appear to be in the curve. Like, this is really like a turn 7 sort of a deal, and this is like a turn 8. So I'll take the Guardian to keep my curve down, because I think I've already got some endgame stuff. This thing's just so bad. We'll take Rockbiter. Oh, a Pit Fighter. Do I pass on a heal? I think I do. I think this is just so good. A 5/6 for 5 is just crazy for Arena. Oh my gosh, this is lucky that we get a Hex. Of course, with every expansion, the odds of getting those Hexes are smaller and smaller. A Stormforged Axe is great as well. I don't like either of these 4-drops, so we'll take him because he's removal, at least. And Pyromancer. It can be so effective, but it can also just screw you over. Hey, we get another Epic, so that's 2 Epics here. So we can get a random Paladin card, Tomb Hammer, which can be good, or the Frost Giant. Well, let's see. So the Doom Hammer is the one that has removal and burn potential. I do have Rockbiter to combo with it, but oftentimes you just can't bring down big things, so paying 7 mana is kind of a problem. Frost Giant's just a big fatty. The Crusader gives guaranteed value and isn't conditional on anything else. Of course, random Paladin cards, the Paladins have all those secrets that just suck. So, you can get really great stuff too. We'll take the Frost Giant, but that could be a mistake. Alright, we'll take another one of these guys, because I don't want a random 2/3 for 2. Here, I don't want a junk 3-drop, so I will take a vanilla 2-drop, which kind of sucks. Do I take the Crackle? This has a lot of removal. I just hate Crackle. I'm taking the Berserker. Micro Machine. I think I don't need any more don't think I need any more 2-drops, so I'd hate Crackle. I have enough removal, so we'll take the Drake. It's risky. I'm sure some people are going to really give it to me for passing on those Crackles, but I really, really hate that card. It just gives me pain every time I look at it. All right, so here we got Flame Tongue. I think I could use a bit more beef to the point where I would take mostly a vanilla 3/5. I mean, I can, like, buff it with a Rock Biter, question mark? It's pretty much all I can do. Yeah. Flame Tongue, of course, is really great. It gives me some buffing, but do I have enough meat in this deck? I hate this dip in 4. I'm going to take the Sorcerer. That could be a mistake, though. Mukla's Champion is crazy good. Again, another sort of late game play. This guy, though, seems good, too. Summon any... I want to take the Mukla's Champion. I think for Shamans, it's great. And Vitality Totem's a bit passive. We'll take a Kodo. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe I took too much expensive stuff. I guess there is kind of that spike at 5. And a lot of those are, you know, Inspire cards. Like Mukla's Champion and the Totem Buffer and the War Kodo. I could have easily have misdrafted this deck. I mean, there's a lot of choices I made that were questionable. Like passing on all those Crackles because I just hate that card. And I passed on the 5/5 for 6 that gives you a Paladin card in favor for the Frost Giant, which could be a mistake. I took a Sorcerer, Dragonkin Sorcerer instead of a Flame Tongue. I mean, you know, there's definitely some choices that people could easily question, and maybe they're even right. Alright, so here I don't want the Owl in the opening hand. I do have a pair of 3-drops, so I'll be playing those on turn 2. Okay, so this could have been that Charged Hammer, which would have been a lot better. Truth to be the telling. And then this could have been that Paladin thing, which wouldn't really make much of a difference. Alright, well, with this, I think I don't really need to make my 3-drop play. We'll just grab a Stormforged Axe. Sucks about the Overload. Argent Lance, it's a Grant Tournament Paladin card. It's a 2/2 weapon for 2. With a Jousting chance to be a 2/3. I think it's way better than Stormforged Axe. That Overload is just painful. So I'm going to have to throw away my coin here, which is significant because it means I'm not coining next turn for the Pit Fighter. Well, I catch a little bit of a lucky break. Let's play the 2-drop here. Now, on turn 4, I can, in fact, coin into Pit Fighter. Haven't really been using my hero power for this Frost Giant, so I'm kind of regretting not having the straight-up thing. Ancestral Knowledge is a little bit early for that. I will kill the Yeti. Sucks to take damage versus a Mage this much early on. And this does die to Fireball and Polymorph. And then next turn, all I can do is like play this in a Totem. Well, that's alright. It drops the cost of the Giant down by 1. Thing is, if you don't get it down below like 8, it's really not worth it. Then again, you know, using a 5-drop to get a Polymorph's not the end of the world. I still have this Sheep, which is not 0 value. Mukla's Champion. So this is interesting. I could play it. No, that's no. I think it makes more sense since I've got a reasonable alternative play. I flood the board with a bunch of stuff. And then, you know, I can save this till turn 7, and if I have anything on the board, it's going to be outrageous. I think a 4/3 is just too easy to kill. Alright, she's got a Blizzard. The Blizzard's not as good as it looks. What does it kill? A Totem, a Sheep, and half of a 3-drop? Not something I'm concerned about. I'm actually going to play the Kodo Rider to put some pressure on her, because she has an empty board. So, Mage is not the best at killing this. Flame Cannon can hit this, which is bad, and if she pings this, the Flame Cannon doesn't, you know, fin to kill this all by itself. Just gonna silence it. That's annoying. And she's gonna actually get her own little value town going. Alright. We're okay, though. We're okay. So here I think we're gonna make a straightforward move. Let's do this. Let's get a totem out here. Buff my stuff. Kill that, obviously. Kill the owl. So I'm at 20 health. All of my damage, I think, has been self-inflicted, but 20 is still okay. She's got 5 cards. I got the lead on the board. Mukla's Champion has to be dealt with. She's going to Flame Strike, which isn't the greatest use of Flame Strike there ever was. But I am out of Inspire-y stuff. I can actually do this and Ancestral Knowledge to kill that thing. But I think it makes more sense to put stuff on the table. Let's do this. Let's do that. 1 Overload shouldn't matter too much. And the Totem is nice to drop the Frost Giant a little bit. Perhaps I'm being a little cavalier playing out my Inspire minions without waiting for the perfect time to use them, but I really think if you wait too long, that can be like even worse than not using, or than using them and having them get removed. Man, she's had a lot of answers. Flame Strike, and actually, do I want to? Yeah, I actually do want to do Pyromancer and then Hex to auto clear the Frog and the 1/1, and I'm not too bothered about the fact that the Pyromancer gets pinged. So I've got this guy, and I've got 2 card draw. So I feel like I'm okay. She's got 4 cards there. How much more can he... Wow, that's, what, the 2nd Flame Strike? The 3rd Flame Strike? Seeing that many Flame Strikes is crazy, because that is still just a 1-set card. Now she's actually up a card. Jeez. Alright, if I do this, then the Frost Giant is still playable with the Ancestral Knowledge. So I'm going to do this. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to do this first. Whew, that was a cool animation. Alright, and I got some removal. Let's do this. Okay, well, she's played Fireballs, a Polymorph, 3 Flame Strikes. How much more removal can she have? If she has more removal, though, I'm going to be in trouble, because all I have is removal. So if she just removes this and doesn't play her own stuff, I'm going to be busted. How many times can she trigger this Patron is the question. Obviously once with her own hero power, but beyond that... Frost Nova? Oh, God. Alright. So, I still get to keep my Giant. And I could have killed this guy with Lightning Bolt and this guy with Lava Shock. Let's definitely do that. Which of my spells do I use to kill this? Well, I think we'll do the Lava Shock and make a totem. Obviously, had I used Lightning Bolt, I could have used Lava Shock the following turn. But the thing is that this deals 3 damage, Lava Shock only deals 2, that could be relevant, so I figured I'd use the appropriate spell, especially because it gives me a totem. If she has like another fucking Flame Strike, so help me God. Alright, so she's gonna get some spell damage off this guy. This is sort of irrelevant. Okay, well, I don't care about 2 Frost Novas. I'm more concerned about the 3 Flame Strikes. Let's see, we'll do the Inventor. Matter Bomber! Well, here I wouldn't have minded a Keyzen Mystic, because I don't actually want to play this thing on this board. I mean, I could... No. Let's see. 50-50 chance of getting a spell damage, which I do. So I can kill that thing at least. Now, you generally don't want to let mages have spell damage, but she didn't actually ping last time. So it's only going to be 1 spell damage. I figure it's a risk worth taking. She still has an 8-8 and a 6-5 to deal with, and now she is legitimately running out of cards. Alright, that's kind of annoying. That, however, in Arena is pretty bad. She's actually going to try to ping down her own egg, which is obviously just... I mean, that's like 6 mana and 2 turns for a 4/4. Clearly not even close to worth it. Oh, Kodo gets hard countered by the egg. Should I just pop the egg? Does that make any sense at all? Let's see, what do I got? I got 14, 16 damage. I mean, I could just go for it. Got 2 5-drops. I don't like playing either one of them. Alright. Let's keep it safe. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's make a totem. Pass the turn. I've got a healing totem, so that means that running my creatures into stuff is, you know, a better deal than it might otherwise be. She played a whole lot of mass removal, but at the end of the day, she just ran out of steam and didn't get ahead. What is that, a Frostbolt, a Dragon's Breath? Well, we don't care about that too much. It's not the end of the world. Panther. Do I just kill this? What's the point of killing that thing? She's totally, completely 100% out of juice. So let's just keep it simple. Let's use this Tiger to kill this and let the healing totem keep on healing my Frost Giant, which is a very strong use of that totem here. So I'm pretty much at the same health that I was at the very beginning of the game, back when I self-inflicted it. She hasn't dealt any damage to me. She has no board presence. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Aha. Alright, can I win 8, 10, 14? Yes, I do, in fact. Win the game. Oh man, am I gonna BM? You know, if you play 3 flame strikes, you should be willing to accept a little bit of BM. So let's try the Matter Bomber. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, well played, Egg Kook. Whatever the hell that is, well played. I mean, obviously I had the Rock Biter in case you missed it. So that was definitely bad manners, but what's really cool is because it worked, she didn't know it was bad manners, and I won. Okay, well, let's see. So, the War Kodo, what was that? That was definitely worse than the Paladin giving thing. Although, do I have my things right? Is that what it was up against? Yeah, I think that's what it was up against. I think that's what it was. Or was it the... Oh, wait a minute. Was it the War Kodo versus the Charged Hammer? Can't remember. Well, it was... Oh, it was the Frost Giant versus the Paladin thing. I don't know. It's hard to say what the picks were. Oh, good. Well, so you don't really want to keep this Manatide early on, because, I mean, it doesn't do anything. If I keep that in the Rock Biter, there's too much of a risk that I'll just have a handful of spells and nothing to do. Which is what happens. Oh, boy. This isn't good. I mean, these are good cards, but I don't have anything to do. Ah, Stoneforged Axe. God, that card just wins games sometimes. Obviously, if the opponent has nothing but 2/3s, it looks really stupid, but... Oh! Totem Golem. Well, I could actually kill it. If I Stormforged Axe, coin Rock Biter. Is that worth it? What else am I doing with my life? I mean, I could coin into this guy next turn, but no, not if I'm playing Stormforged Axe. Yeah, whatever. So let's just do it. So it's kind of trading it's kind of 1-for-1 Rock Biter for that. I do lose a tick of the axe, but that's not too big of a deal. Now he only has 2 mana. Of course, I'm also only going to have 2 mana, and I can't play Ancestral Knowledge because I don't want to be locked out of this guy. He has a second Totem Golem. Wow. Wow, that's terrible for me. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. This isn't good. So now I play this, but I'm hella on the back foot. I mean, the fact that he can only play a 3-drop here is like my only saving grace. Alright, he makes a totem, which is good. No, don't play anything else. Don't play anything else. Stop. Ah, thank ado. Alright, if I do this and Ancestral Knowledge, I still can't kill this massive golem, so we're going to play that guy. And I will kill the 1/1 that reduces his incoming damage, increases his odds of getting that totem again, and not a good, better totem. But he's got a 5-drop here. My 5-drop is a 4/3. My 6-drop is a 3/5. These are high-value cards, but they don't have many stats. Oh, my lord. Well, I didn't get a big game hunter this time, so I am what you would call completely fucked. I just have nothing. I've got nothing for this Earth Elemental in my whole deck except for Hex. Well, alright, let's draw a card. I mean, is there any point in Lightning Bolting this thing? Lightning Bolt plus the dragon plus my weapon does kill it. I mean... is that the best way to do it? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let him decide. Now, he's only got 3 mana here, which is maybe going to help out a little bit. But if he's got a good 3 mana thing, I'm in so much trouble. He's got a lot of cards. He's got 6 cards. Flame Tongue! Oh, that's terrible. Let's his Totem Golem kill my Dragonkin Sorcerer. So I'm completely screwed now. Oh, he's going for the face! Well, I'm down to 6 health, which means I really don't have very many odds of being able to survive. I bet he wouldn't have done this unless he had the kill. This guy seems to know what he's doing. Well, I'm being threatened with lethal. I can silence the taunt, but I still have to, you know, get through that damage. Alright. Well, I'm not even gonna calculate this because I have no idea. But let's just see what happens if I do this. And then I have to do this. It sucks to be overloaded next turn, but I have to trigger that Pyromancer. Lava Shock. Oh, I can actually get rid of my overload. Alright, so I can kill that like that. That like that. I gotta kill the Flame Tongue while I can. Oh, I can actually play this thing. That's cool. But I'm at 6 health. I really don't think he would have hit me in the face. This guy seems like he knows what he's doing. I don't think he would have hit me in the face if he didn't have the goods. I never saw a heal bot, never saw a healing wave. I don't think he's going to come up short in finishing me off. Okay, so that doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't have the burn. It might mean he's just holding back. So here is a very interesting situation. Oh, Hex comes up 2 turns late. God damn it. Okay. So I can kill the Yeti, of course. I could also hex it, which is a little bit more aggressive. I mean, do I hex it? Hex will take out anything. This might not take out anything in particular. Do I Lava Shock? So, okay, Lava Shock to kill a spell damage totem would leave me with 5 crystals. And then I could actually play Mookla's Champion. That's interesting. So this is kind of like a mana card. Gain mana, so it's like a tempo thing. Oh, I gotta think carefully about this. Do I hex the Yeti, kill it, and then just pass the turn? Oh, that can't be right. Alright, let's try this. I don't know if this is the right move, but it's the move I'm gonna make. Wait a minute, hold on. Instead of playing Mookla's Champion here, let's actually do it like this. Let's put more creatures on the table, so that Mookla's Champion might be better next turn. If he buffs all this stuff, I could actually bring down anything. Of course, he might be assembling damage. Like, let's say he's got a Rockbiter in his hand. He's not going to necessarily commit it to my face. He could just be, I mean, he's at full health. He's just waiting. He's like biding time till he gets the remaining damage that he needs. Alright, that's not a big deal. You can't get complacent in a situation like this, because if you don't have any taunt, you're just always at the risk of him drawing the remaining 3 damage that he needs to win. Alright, so I can play this and make a totem, buff everything up. Yeah, it seems fine. What's the alternative? The alternative is I silence this, throw these things at. That's not good. Alright, so we'll do this. Hopefully getting a taunt totem. I really need that. Nope, no taunt totem. So I need to keep this one around to increase my odds of getting taunt totems. Healing ain't bad, because it, you know, does have some value here, but of course, at any moment he can just, if he's holding a Rockbiter, he has been this whole time, he can at any moment get any source of 3 additional damage and just instantly win. So the odds of me winning are very small, because once he gets that remaining damage, it's all over. Alright, he actually kills the Mookla's Champion, which suggests that maybe he actually didn't have any damage in his hand. Fire Elemental might not be a bad flip. Let's see, I hex this, kill it, kill that. Then I still have, well, then I still have 6 mana. Alternatively, I could deal damage here, kill it. I think that's actually better. If I do this, I still get to kill all of his stuff, but I have a bigger creature on the table. I mean, a Shaman, how many cards can he draw without having 6 damage? I guess if these are all minions, I suppose it's possible. It's not likely that any single card would deal 6 damage. I just have assumed he's been holding on to some sort of damage and was waiting to complete it. But maybe he just never had any damage. Alright, he's got a 5/5 and a silence for my Wind Fury dude. Luckily, Wind Fury was pretty relevant here anyway. Alright, so let's think about this. I can Kodo Rider. I can, okay. So I can Kodo Rider and Totem. That would fill up my board, actually. Then I could throw the 3/3 at this, silence my Fire Elemental, throw the Fire Elemental at the 5/5. I think that's the move, because that clears the board. And yes, it sucks to lose my Fire Elemental to a 5/5, but I think it's, you know, obviously I gotta keep the board clear, and I still have a Hex. I mean, I could have used Hex and kept my Fire Elemental, but then if he played anything bigger, like a Boulder Fist Ogre, it would have been a little awkward. He's got an Antique Healbot, which is kind of what I wish I had. Stalker's a problem, because if I don't get a Taunt, this is gonna get 2 damage through. I only have a 50-50 shot of getting Taunt. He's got a Sea Giant. Well, good thing I saved Hex. Alright, so I gotta be careful because my board fills up. I have to sacrifice something here. I really do want a Taunt Totem. I don't want to make a Totem now, though, because that would actually stop me from getting a 3/5. So what do I want to sacrifice? I actually don't really want to sacrifice any of my stuff. Hilarious. Well, I guess this is the worst thing I got, isn't it? But it doesn't quite kill the 3/3. Oh, awkward. Ugh. What's the way you do this? Alright, I'm just going to throw away the 3-3. I don't know if that's the right play, but I don't want to overthink this and run out of time. I can do that to do that. 50-50 chance of stopping 2 damage is a go. Very good. We'll hex that thing. Kill it. And hit him in his face. Alright, well, he's out of cards officially now. If he doesn't get a way to kill this taunt totem, he's going to be in trouble because if this thing attacks, obviously it's not in stealth anymore, and then I'll just kill it. You know, it occurs to me, the Kodo Rider is a really great card, but maybe it's not the best for Shamans, because it's actually anti-synergistic. You just end up filling up your whole board, and you might want something better than 3/5s at some point. Well, let's throw the Owl away. Can I wait? Can I win? 9, 10, 12. No, I can't win yet. I guess we'll just slowly upgrade all my creatures into 3/5s. If I make a totem right here, it's actually going to fill up my whole board. Which, do I want an extra 3/5 as opposed to a 5/6? I think I have to make a totem because I need to try to get that taunt. Value here is not as important as damage. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to still try to get a taunt. Hopefully, yep, gotta get lucky again. So I didn't get a 3/5, but I mean, I got 2 free 3/5s. You gotta at some point realize that like the extra value is not as important as raw power. Like the power of a 5/6 is stronger enough than the power of a 3/5 that I'm willing to sacrifice it. All right, so this isn't that big of a deal because it doesn't do any damage. That isn't a big deal because I can obviously just kill it. He's open for a taunt totem, which is good with Flame Tongue, but I can break past it easily enough. Did I actually have enough damage? What is this? 9, 10, 15? I didn't actually have enough damage to kill him. Weirdly, well, no, I could have thrown away this thing, this healing totem. No, I couldn't have, because that would have cost me a damage. Oh, I don't remember how much health he had. What is it, 18? What did I, so if I had 16, I couldn't play my charger because my board was full. And I couldn't sacrifice any of my stuff either. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it was going to be tough for him to win. So that was kind of cool. Well, in that case, so let me trace my thinking. When he went after my face, I assumed it was because he was a good player. And he had, like, some damage in his hand and was just going to wait to draw the rest of it. Like, he did play a Fire Elemental at some point, so if I had assumed correctly that he was holding on to a Lightning Bolt or Rockbiter, as soon as he got that Fire Elemental, he should have won. But it turns out that he didn't, apparently, have any damage in his hand at that moment when he chose to go for my face, which means he messed up. After playing that Flame Tongue, he should have killed my creatures, or he should have at least killed my Sorcerer. Had he killed my Sorcerer, I wouldn't have been able to kill the Earth Elemental as easily the following turn, and then I would have actually definitely lost the game. So we're up against Matofla, or Matofla? Matofia? Yeah, it's Matofla. This is a bad opening hand. I got a pair of 3-drops, but no coin. And she does have a fast start, so this is already looking bad. Obviously, this is a pretty good answer to the 3-2 here, but I can't play it because I don't have enough mana. Totem Golem! No! Oh, I cannot get a Totem Golem to save my goddamn life. All right, so hero power here basically heals me for 3 because she uses this to kill it. I assume if she's a good player, she wouldn't have coined out that Apprentice and put it at risk of death if she didn't have a follow-up 2-mana play. Because playing your valuable... Oh, she actually gets to play a secret. Oh, man, if it's Mirror Entity. I mean, this isn't the greatest time to play Mirror Entity, turn 2. But if it is, well, I guess she gets a 3-drop. So she kind of converted this into like a pint-sized summoner sort of a deal, if that's the case. Rockbiter. I could use Rockbiter to kill this. I gotta get this out of here. Okay, it's not Mirror Entity. Is it Effigy or Duplicate? It is one of those. It's Duplicate. I'm glad it's Duplicate because I don't really care about a 3-2 for 2. Yeah, she can get some free spells. That could, I mean, admittedly, it could go crazy, but I'm fine with it. Alright, so she plays a 1-2, which I'm not that concerned about. If she has a mech, the mech will trade with my 3-3 that I'm about to play. So do I Rockbiter here, knowing that she has a pair of 3-2s in her hand? Or do I just hope it's Arena and she doesn't have any mechs? Because if she plays a Mechanical Yeti, this trades into that, I'm going to feel like a freaking idiot. You know what? It's so good if she doesn't have a mech. I got to take that chance. When you're behind, take risks. I got off to a slow start. I got to take a risk. She doesn't have a mech. Ah, she has a mech. All right. Please don't be the best mech. Oh, it's the fucking best mech. Oh, my God. So, should have killed it with the Rockbiter. Alright, well, let's kill this with Rockbiter. Hopefully she gets something junky. Well, that will die to my Kodo. I'll play this. It's a 3-mana cycle that might cost her a turn of pinging this, thanks Totem Golem for showing up completely late. She has to ping this and throw the grunt at it in order to kill it. And it cycles. I feel like that was better than just a totem, which didn't do anything. I mean, the totem would have attracted this guy's attention, but it wouldn't have cost her a ping unless it was the 1/1. And even the 1/1 she could have chosen to kill with this. So cycling a card to try to get her to use up mana inefficiently is better. Now, that was it a mistake that I didn't kill that thing? I think I took a good chance. I think I was behind, so, you know, when you're behind, take risks. She actually is going to let me have another turn. Oh, no. She's going to play a free unstable portal, which isn't bad. So she can play up to a 4-mana minion here. She's actually going to let me keep that totem. Alright, cool beans, Beauty Queen. Well, she's flicking that unstable portal card. Alright. So here, I think I'll just play the Kodo to kill off the Shredder droppings. Kodo does hold up well against this. I'm getting good cards. Main issue here, honestly, she's got 6 damage on the table. If she kills the Kodo, whacks me for 6, I could just get burned out. That is the thing I'm mostly concerned about. She's definitely in a huge lead here. Card-wise, we're okay, but her initiative is really, really strong. So we'll see how it goes. But, I mean, I could come back up to win. It's just, she's got the advantage for sure. Alright, she finally kills the totem. Does she have a way of killing my Kodo? Dragon's Breath, interesting. So thanks to the apprentices, she can still ping after using Dragon's Breath. Does she have anything for 2 mana here? She doesn't. Alright, that's good. So here, if it's going to hit you anyway, you might as well kill it, so I need to use the axe. What that leaves me with is 5 mana. Probably Golem and Panther, so I don't actually want to play this. Let's do that. Let's do that, and that. And now I'm down to 15 health versus a mage with 6 cards. It's definitely not a good situation. She can also kill the Golem with a ping and the Apprentice, and still have 6 cards to play. She has 6 cards then to my 6, soon to be 7, so I've got a little bit of card advantage, but the overload is a problem. From the Golem and the Stormforged Axe combined means that next turn I only have 6 mana, so I cannot play Mookla's Champion and Totem, which maybe is a reason I shouldn't have actually played this Totem Golem. But I think I needed to put the pressure on the board, and I have a reasonable alternative play. With 6 mana I can do this. Or even, you know, if I end up trading some creatures, I can make a Totem and this Drake. So the health is a problem. Man, I never saw any healing. Never saw Healbot or Healing Wave. Is Healing Wave a rare? I think Healing Wave is a rare, so you shouldn't expect to see it. Oh man, so many Silverhand Knights today. Well, I can get rid of it with my Axe and my Panther, so it could be worse. I just hate that I'm going down more and more health. Hookily dookily. So we do this and this, and that actually means I can play this for 3, which I will. I'm also setting up for Mookla's Champion by playing a spawn creature. Obviously, Flame Strike clears my board, leaving her with 5 cards to my 4. Then I replay this and this. That's okay. I think I'll take that. Actually, would I really want to play the Mookla's Champion without using the Inspire? Probably not. I think you've got to... You know, I've been talking about how you don't want to hold on to Inspire cards for too long, but I think this one might be a card that you should just treat as a 7-mana card. Just seems so weird to play a 4/3 for 5. Like, even a 3/5 for 6, that Coda Rider, is kind of sturdy. You know, obviously it's overcosted by 2 mana. Compared to like a normal 3/5, but it's, you know, sort of sturdy. It's a threat they have to kill, but like a 5-mana 4/3 is just so easy to kill. It really seems like there's not even any point in having it. All right, she plays the Panda and Ysera. Well, that's a pretty good unstable portal, and she says sorry. All right, so she's gonna get an extra card out of the deal. Unfortunately, I have to do something really crappy here. I have to play Bloodlust. I just don't see a way around it. I don't kill her obviously with Bloodlust, do I? 6, oh, it'd be a 1-turn kill, so no. So 6, 8, 9 plus 9 is 18. I can do 20 damage to this woman. And then she's at 10 health. It was worth considering, but it's not going to happen. Well, I could play this and then still Bloodlust afterwards. This would deal 9 damage. 9 plus 4 would kill this. So yeah, let's do this. See if I can get a Hex. So I don't have to use Bloodlust like that. I don't. Okay, just to consider this, what is this? 6, 8, 10, 11, no. Alright, so we Bloodlust here. Tactical Bloodlust. And kill off the Ysera. Do I take 3 damage? I gotta take it. I mean, if I throw this thing away at that panda, I might as well just concede. So yeah, 13 health versus a mage with 5 cards is practically suicide, but when you're behind, take risks. Next turn, I do have a combo. I can play this guy, and a totem. And this guy charges for 3 like a Wolf Rider with Divine Shield. Well, better, a 3-2 with Divine Shield. She has 6 cards and the play. If this were the same exact situation and I had the play, I might actually consider myself having a decent chance of winning. But with her having the play and me having to kill everything she puts down, plus the potential that 2 fireballs at any time wins you the game on the spot, it's a huge advantage for her, even though it doesn't look like it necessarily. God, she just keeps having the goods. Alright, well, I'm not sure I can actually deal 7 damage, rather embarrassingly. 7 plus a ping. So I got this totem. I know I only have 5 damage. So I could do Lava Shock instead. So Lava Shock, 2, 4, 7. It's gross. That's disgusting. But it has to happen. Do I play this guy? I could do that instead of Lava Shock. Then she'll just ping it to death. There's really no point. Do I have much overload left that I want to save Lava Shock for? No, I gotta save this. This gets buffed by Mookless Champion. I just gotta save it. So this sucks a load of dongs, but I just have to throw everything I've got at that guy. Luckily, I didn't screw up my arithmetic here. Please don't be the 1-1. I really need this totem to stick around. It's the 1-1. That's actually really bad because it's 1 less thing from Mookless Champion. So she pings this. It's 6 cards to my 3. It's really, really bad. I didn't get Hex again in time. Yeah, I'm just gonna lose. It's like a death by 1,000 cuts here. And she still has enough left over for the ping. Oh my god. She forgot to ping. She just has 2 mana left over. She just straight up forgot to ping this. That could make a difference. Well, I got Hex. So, if I do Hex, I don't also get to do this and that, because I'm 1 mana shy. If I go for this, that, and a totem, this would deal 3, this would deal 2, so I don't kill this thing. This plus that guy could kill the 4-4, but yeah, I need to hex this. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. I gotta hex it. The problem is, if I hex it, I can't kill this guy. Because then I only have 3 damage instead of 4. So do I just take that risk? Because if I hit this, I don't get a totem out of here. This guy gets killed by a ping, which is just the same as having him die anyway. So you know what? I think this is the move. Even though it doesn't feel right, I'm going to just trade my elemental for the Ventricle Mercenary. Because I feel like what this does is it puts my Mookla champion on the table, and on the off chance she can't remove it, then things get really, really good. And it saves my Hex, though. Of course, that was like a turn late. It would have been perfect to have the Hex for that Force Tank Max, but that last turn just wasn't quite as good. Laughing Sister, made by Ysera. Grim Patron, oh my god. That's twice in a row now. Well, she didn't forget to use ping that time. Alright, we get an owl, which actually isn't bad. Although, it just doesn't really do much good, does it? I silence one, but I'm not really going to hit it without killing it anyway. Well, let's, wait a minute, I can actually I can silence this and hex it? Does that make any sense? Not really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to silence this one. No, yes. I'm going to silence this one. Make a totem. Let's yeah, I don't think I did this right at all, but okay, we're gonna kill that with Mr. Chargy. Get rid of that with the spell damage totem. And hit her in the face. So if I had hexed this, I could have actually killed it with Mookla's Champion, and then she wouldn't be killing it right now. You know, when you're behind, take risks. I should have silenced this and hexed it. Yeah, I screwed that up. God, this oh, of course, she steals my champion. Oh, land sakes, that's awful. Yes, gosh, the bad manners here are just really putting the... You know what? We're done here. Because I want to play another game in this video, and I'll give a well played so she doesn't think I'm just rage quitting. Yeah, screw you, Matofla. You have a dumb name, Matofla. Go to a coming up with names that aren't dumb academy. Ha. Told him, or possibly her. So anyway, that game was, that was just the worst kind of game. Was it the worst kind of game? No. But it was one of the most annoying kinds of games, because you're like, you know you're losing the entire time, but you aren't losing enough to concede. So anyway, I finally conceded there, and yeah, now we are hopefully going to win one more. Obviously 2-2 would suck. My goal here is never to have 2 wins. Up against Fruit Loops the Paladin, which is an excellent name. Starting off with an alright hand. I'm going to mulligan this Lightning Bolt because I've got the Stormforged Axe. Kind of an anti-synergistic situation where if I play the Axe, I don't get to play the Rider. Now here's an interesting moment. I could actually coin the Pyromancer and then play the Axe. There's only 2 cards, well 3 cards, that would kill this Pyromancer in a way that makes me unhappy. Seal of Light, Argent Lance, the new one, and then Bluegill Warrior. Barring those 3 cards, this is nice, because if he plays a 2-3, sorry, a 3-2, I can kill it with my Axe. If he plays Recruit, I kill it. Ah, so he's going to just stop me from attacking. Okay, so should I play this when there's nothing on the table? I don't think so. Stops me from playing a 3-drop next turn. My hero power puts me something on the board. I can still play this if I decide I want to kill something with it, but I'd rather play this, and with this I can deal 3 damage. Okie doke. I think it makes sense to just keep things simple here. Obviously throwing this guy at the golem and the totem makes no sense. So we'll just give him his card. It was a delayed 1 mana cycle, which isn't the end of the world. So it's good that I got the 1/1 totem. Let's play that thing out here. Wind Fury is not the greatest thing. I think this is just a mediocre card, to be honest. Because Wind Fury, it's just not that helpful. It doesn't help you trade up into stuff. But it will let me deal up to 5 damage, so I can bring down Senjins and Yetis here. I got my Inspire cards, which could be good if I hold on and keep the board equal into the endgame. It's just kind of weird when your hero ability puts stuff on the board. Things that put stuff on the board with Inspire, you know, are actually a little bit less good. Oh, that's annoying. Well, hopefully I can kill it with Stormforged Axe. I can't. Alright, well I'm going to play the Stormforged Axe anyway and a Totem Golem, because the Totem Golem brings this down. Now I am overloaded, so I can't play Mookless Champion, but I wasn't going to play him anyway. I can still play this guy next turn. And I'm threatening to, well, not really get ahead, because this is a free card. Yeah, I forget what was on the table with this. Oh man, if it had been a 3-2, I could have killed it with my axe. Instead, I left him with a creature, which he gets to buff. This just sucks, and I have to take 5 damage to kill it. Alright, well, let's do it, I guess. So, I could have kept it around and done a Mad Bomber thing later on. Try to finish it off, but let's not go crazy with the Mad Bomber. I'm very behind. I regret my decisions. I would much rather have the 5/5 that gives me a card instead of this, which I have to wait on. I think my deck ended up with too many cards that require you to wait on stuff, not enough cards that actually do stuff. Well, Mad Bomber, gotta admit, I'm pretty happy I took it over the Kizan Mystic, because here I get to probably kill this Recruit, and with a little bit of luck I can kill this Yeti, but I would have to hit 3 times. That's a little bit unlikely. Almost, but not quite. Alright, well, pass the turn, so these guys trade. He's got 6 cards to 5. I can start King Mookla toteming next turn, but that's after he clears the board without spending any mana and plays 7 mana of whatever he wants. So he's going to try to combo with that Sorcerer. I could, of course, silence it. He seems to have gotten something that he can't cast on this. Do I play this thing and a totem? I don't even know that that's useful. I could play a 3/5 for 6, which is a really epic play. The problem is if he does have something that can go on this, it'll get buffed to the point where it can, well, not necessarily. It'll get buffed to the point where it can almost kill it. Shoot. Yes, I definitely misdrafted this deck, and that might cause me to not make it above 2 wins. I don't want to play this right now. I really just... Yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna give myself a slightly overbuffed totem. Encourage him to kill this champion, and then next turn I can play the Kodo Rider. I can play a pair of 3/5s and a totem. I mean, that's. I just have to hope that his turn 8 is bad enough that that's good enough. Okay, well, he's got 7 cards. I've got 5. He is the lead on the board. Yeah, he's way ahead. I'm on the back foot, and I'm already on the back foot, and now he actually gets even further ahead. Shattered Sun Cleric lets him kill that. I assume he's gonna buff it up with a spell now, so I can't finish it off with Stormforged Axe. Alright, so Shattered Sun Cleric plus Recruit isn't the most impressive turn 8. The remaining 3 mana is freezing my totem, so that's why he didn't want to buff the sorcerer, because he didn't want to freeze it. Alright, it could have been a lot worse, so alright, well, we'll just do the simple thing. We're going to get a pair of 3/5s, a totem, and kill his biggest creature, and hope that that's good enough. So now, he's got 4 damage on the table, so he can probably kill my Kodo Rider. But it gave me a free 3/5. I do have this thing, which is going to be big. He'd have to have a Peacekeeper or a Big Game Hunter for it, or something along those lines. He didn't have anything good to play last turn at all. I don't know what cards he has. Maybe he's got like 3 Consecrations or something, and he just doesn't have anything to use them on. True Silver Champion would have been a usable card for him. So would have Hammer of Wrath, because King Mukla's champion, or Mukla's champion, dies to both of those. Dark Iron Dwarf lets him kill off my Kodo Rider, although he still would have to, I guess he has like a, what does he have? What? Oh, is he gonna try to burn me out? Oh my god. Well, that gives me a chance. I don't see how he's gonna burn me down from 15 health, well, 13 counting the Leper Gnome. Huh, alright, cool. So can I win? 3, 6, 7, 9... plus 12 is 21, which would be great if I could, like, if I had dealt any damage at any point at all in my life. Let's see. We're definitely going to do this at some point this turn, so let's just see what I get. A Healing Totem. Well, that's pretty much the best one. So we'll, let's see. I got to kill this thing for sure. Got to kill off Shattered Sun Cleric. Is it worth using an owl to stop this Leper Gnome's damage? How much do I respect his ability to burn me down from 13 compared to the possibility of having a useful target to silence later? I don't respect it enough. So we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna play a Berserker. And you know what? I'm gonna be greedy here. I'm gonna put this back in my hand. It's a bit greedy, for sure, because I take a 3/5 or a 3/1 off the table, which could have dealt useful damage. But I feel like that was the right play to stop this, you know, recruit just from getting a free kill. Ah, that's why he wanted to get me down to 15. He didn't think he could burn me out. He just wanted to play a 9/9. Makes perfect sense. See what you did there. I see what you did there. So now the owl can drop that thing's health by 3 to make it 6. So I can throw my free Kodos at it. I can also play Bloodlust, but I'm going to actually try to save Bloodlust for actually killing him with, because I think there's a reasonable chance that he just doesn't have the burn to kill me with. This guy, of course, is going to get unenraged, but that's kind of good in his own way. The extra health saves it from Consecration. Okay, so he didn't actually have lethal, he just wanted to get a 9/9. I had the answer for it, so I don't think he's got anything to show for it. I think I am just going to kill him with Bloodlust. Of course, I need to hit him a couple of times to warm him up first. Uh-oh, is he going to go for the face? So this is the test. Does he think he can kill me? No, he doesn't think he can kill me. That's why he just killed a creature instead of going for my face. He might have been better off just trying to go for face, but I think he really would have been screwed. I think he's just screwed no matter what is the thing. Alright, so here we just do that and that. Do I want to keep this 1-1? Not really. So let's do this, get a 3-5. Let's play this giant. Kill that recruit. Play the totem. And hit him in the face. So now, card-wise, I'm doing great. Health-wise, it would take a miracle for him to kill me, like a Reckless Rocketeer and 3 Blessings of Might or some stuff like that. Actually, that wouldn't even do it. That would only be... No, that would do it. That would be 9 plus 5 is 13. So it's possible, but it seems really unlikely. Bloodlust, when you have a 7-creature board, is a lot. It's actually 21 damage. So he would obviously die in that case. I think we're going to get to do something I don't frequently do. We're going to do a quote-unquote one-turn kill. I say quote-unquote because it's not really a one-turn kill if you have a full board of creatures. But he realized he was lost. I had, what, 8 plus 9 is 17 damage? Yeah, Bloodlust was going to do the job. Well, he didn't let me kill him, but I don't really care. I won. That's the important thing. We're at 3-1, which is totally fine for Shaman, typically a bad class. So if you are done here, please like and or subscribe. I hope to see you again soon with the rest of this run. If you want to stick around for a little bit of bonus time, I think some mistakes were... It's possible that the combination of Mookless Champion with the Kodo Rider is just giving me too much stuff that I have to wait on using rather than stuff I can use right away. So I don't remember what the alternatives were, but it's possible that these together were not a good move. I haven't even seen this guy yet. He hasn't shown up in any of the 4 games, but that just makes me want to play my hero ability more, and I just run out of like stuff for these Kodos, and again, it's another creature that I have to wait on. So I think that might have been a mistake. I think this over Flame Tongue may have been a mistake. And other than that, I don't regret not having the Crackles, to be honest. Other than that, it seems like a good deck. One thing that happened in this draft is I never really saw any really bad cards. So it's just a deck full of good stuff. I don't think I optimized my choices, though. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care.